Are you shopping for insurance for your auto repair business? Do you want to find out what the best auto repair shop insurance policy looks like? How do you find the best insurance policy for your auto repair business? In this video, we'll explore your options and answer those questions coming right up. Business insurance for your auto repair business can be confusing. There's a lot of different insurance companies and brokers, as well as direct writers out there pitching what they say is the best policy for your shop. So how do you decide which is the best? That's a good question. In my opinion, the best policy is one that is crafted and tailored to your specific needs and not purchased right off the shelf online. I think you need to have a conversation with an expert who knows what they're talking about when it comes to auto garage operations and can ask you the right questions regarding your business. So here's how I would break down what the best policy looks like. You're basically dealing with three categories of protection. The first is protection for you, the second is protection for your employees, and third is the protection of your customers. I'll take each of these categories separately and break it down. Let's start with protecting you. And that means two big issues: having the right limits of insurance on your property, including the building if you own it, contents, which includes all of your tools, equipment, fixtures, and office contents. Often, garage owners will skimp here and not insure all of their contents for their full replacement value, which is really a mistake. If you have a bad fire or other claim in your shop, you want to be able to replace everything for its full value today, not what you may have paid for something 10 or 15 years ago. The same is true for the building. Building costs are always increasing, especially over the last 2 years. So keeping pace with inflation of building material costs, you need to protect the full value of your building. The next item under protecting you is having at least $1 million of liability insurance on your operation and include at least $1 million umbrella policy to give you an extra margin of protection against potential catastrophic claims which can occur in your business. If you fix a vehicle incorrectly and it causes an accident when you're test driving it or a customer is driving it, and the results can be tremendously expensive. So having enough liability protection is critical. Next, let's jump into protecting your employees. Here, we're really talking about workers' compensation insurance to protect your employees from work-related injury and illnesses. Because workers' comp is statutory in nature, there's no significant difference in coverage between insurance companies, just really the pricing. But one important point I will emphasize is that some insurance audit departments are sticklers on non-shop workers, such as clerical employees who may step foot in the shop, and then they'll assign their payrolls to the higher rated shop rate. Be clear with employees that are non-shop employees to stay out of the shop when an auditor is around or when asked about it, or you're going to pay a steep increase. Now, let's move on to protecting your customers. And what I mean here is really about protecting their cars when they're in your care, custody, and control. You have a responsibility to return those vehicles to your customers in the same condition as you received them, or better. If you damage them, ding them, or they get vandalized in your care, that's going to be on you. That means having Garagekeepers insurance, and again, with sufficient limits to cover all the cars typically on your lot at any one time. Because a claim can involve every car on the lot, whether it's a tree falling, vandalism, a fire, or some other event. The other element about Garagekeepers insurance is that it can be written on a primary or on a legal basis. What that means is that if you have primary Garagekeepers insurance, your insurance company will pay the claim for damages to a customer's vehicle without any proof of your negligence. This is good. You'll pay a little bit more for it, but the hassle that can be created by legal coverage isn't worth the savings, in my opinion. Because legal Garagekeepers insurance means that your insurer will only pay a claim for damage to your customer's vehicle if you were legally negligent in causing that loss. Like you left the keys in the car and it was stolen. There's a lot of nuances when it comes to business insurance for auto repair shops that I'd be happy to go over with you. The bottom line is that the best policy for your shop, like I said earlier, is the one you spend some time on with an expert broker, tailoring it to your unique needs. And when you work with an independent agent or broker, you get the advantage of having that one person go out to the marketplace to find the best pricing options based on the customized plan you put together with them. If you'd like to explore your options with me, give me a call or drop me an email. My contact info is coming up and it's in the description box below. In fact, there's a link there where you can actually book a call on my calendar. I'd love to hear from you. And before you go, can you do me a favor? Click that like button below, the thumbs up button. It helps signal to YouTube that this is good information and valuable and helps promote my channel to other business owners like you. Thanks.